Hi family, one of the companies that I recently created is a publishing house called Have It All Publishing. Now, I've had so many friends and clients come to me and ask, Regan, why have you set up a publishing house? What was the drive and inspiration and the motivation behind that? So I wanted to take you a little bit behind the scenes. I remember about 4 years ago now, I was in LA and I was sitting and I had 2 publishing contracts from publishing houses sitting across the desk that I was working at. And I came very, very close to signing one of them, but there was something that stopped me. I started reading the small print and I started seeing the royalties that would have been taken out of my book sales. I started seeing the fact that I wouldn't be able to earn my own intellectual property. I started seeing that actually some of these companies were asking for a percentage of my business, even if it wasn't related to the book. And I also started seeing that many of these companies were saying in the fine print that actually if I generated any other revenue off the back of this book, then a huge percentage would go to them. And I started looking at this and going, you know what, this just doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel abundant. It doesn't feel in alignment. It doesn't feel good. And so if we fast forward to now, I've literally gone and set up and done all the work to create the model of the publishing house that I wish I had. The publishing house that truly had supported me as an author. The publishing house that had poured into me and allowed me to still own my own intellectual property. The publishing house that wasn't taking so much from royalties. In fact, at Have It All Publishing, we don't take any royalties, 0%. We take 0% of your income and your revenue generated from your book. We take 0% of any products linked to that and 0% of your existing business. All of these things that were being asked of me from these other publishing houses. And so I'm so excited to birth Have It All Publishing out into the world. We've already started working with our first authors and our first books are coming out really, really, really soon. I can't wait to share them with you and I can't wait to show you the caliber and the quality of the people who have come through this powerful, beautiful system. So if you're someone who maybe you've been working on writing your book and you just know that you need a little bit support in actually getting it out into the world and publishing it, or maybe you're in the process, maybe you're halfway through your book, or maybe you have an idea for a book and you'd like to actually start the flow of the conversation, wherever you're at, you can comment below with Have It All Publishing and we can send you some details around what it looks like to work with us and what it looks like to actually deep dive, and we'll see if you are a fit to become one of our authors and one of our shining lights that we want to amplify and get your light out into the world. So I wanted to share a little bit of that story and celebrate once again the launch of Have It All Publishing. My name is Regan Hillyer and remember, of course, you absolutely can have it all.